Alright, so here we are doing D&D again. Okay, so Wyso is the bard this time. Chimera isn't here today, or they might be here at the end. Everyone else is here. Alright, so second game ever. And
Second half of a
I assume as we do this, we will get better at this.
yeah.
Hopefully.
I
I've been
think so.
reading
If
the
you want me
book.
to DM a few more sessions, I could think of some more
Mhm.
nonsense to put you guys through.
The more experience we get, the better. I've been reading the book, and I'm still barely through the races. So I need a while.
That's fine.
It's a thick book. She thick. Oh, she thick. All right, so let's see here.
If you want, I could help you build a character later.
Oh, it's not gonna need. I need to read faster. No, it's. I'm reading during work. It's that problem. And
Oh,
work
okay.
is at grave. So, all right. Okay.
Yeah.
So here we are. What's going on?
Brief recap, I guess. So, bring up my DM screen real fast. You guys had been hanging out in the town of Crystalis. You were hanging out in the Riverbed Tavern when the captain of the guard came in, had some troubling news reports of a nearby necromancy cult that was just outside of their jurisdiction, offering up a pretty hefty 200 gold bounty per head or prisoner that you bring to them. So you guys went to do some investigating. You came down to this chamber hidden underneath a shrine. It seemed to have a pretty wet puzzle to it. And you're now standing near this blood red door to what looks like a sanctum of some sort. And off to the side of the door here, you can see this large panel. It's got 4 individual quadrants. One has what appears to be a star map, and in Elvish at the bottom, there's a set of runes. It says, "Take me home." Second panel off there on the right is just what appears to be some kind of compass with a bunch of draconic runes in it. The third panel here appears to be a pentagram with an opening in the center for what looks to be an offering. And the fourth panel seems to have some kind of tribal witch doctor mask with a couple of openings in the eyes, which looks like you could probably shove a gemstone of some sort into. And in the prior room, what was her name? Jamie had investigated a table bench back here, and she found a couple of rubies actually inside, as well as a clear little like remembral-esque orb. Doesn't seem to have any properties about it in particular. Just a clear glass sphere, basically.
Okay.
And what would you guys like to do?
All right. Okay. Character voice. Here. So, anyone can read any of this?
I don't know. Uh, you, wait, you said 4 panels?
Yes. The one's just kind of right here, basically. It's like a singular panel, but it's got 4 quadrants to it. Chat.
Oh, I see. I was trying to figure out what that noise.
All right, Jamie's saying she can make out some of the Elvish.
Yeah. So how does language work? Do you roll for that, or you just know it?
If you know it via your race or a character trait of some sort, then you can easily read it, no problem.
Okay. So
If you don't know it via race or character trait, you can probably make like a knowledge check or something of that nature to determine what the runes are. You can't
to take a guess.
outright
Okay.
read what they say, though. Yeah.
Okay. So just follow Jamie reading the Elvish parts first.
All right.
All right, they're reading the Elvish runes.
Yeah, so the only Elvish runes that you can make out are just on the first quadrant with the star map. It just says, "Take me home." If I'm able to zoom in here, I think a little bit. There we go.
Okay, so again, so the first quadrant is star map. I forgot this.
Yes.
The second one's draconic runes, or what was it?
Yeah, it's draconic runes arranged in sort of a compass shape.
All right.
It has a little green needle on it in the center. Take me home is all you can get out of it.
All right, the map. Like, can we read the map? Or like,
You can try and interact with it if you want.
what was the? Okay, so the second thing was a compass with draconic. What was the third thing again?
Third thing was a pentagram of some sort, and it's got a little, like, sticking out kind of spherical drawer, I guess you could say, where it looks like you could place an offering of some sort in and slide it in.
And then the fourth thing was a mask where you can
It's a tribal witch doctor mask where the eye sockets look like you could place some gemstones of some sort in them.
But there's no writing on it. It's just a mask with.
No writing on them, no.
Okay, and it's into the wall, or is it just?
It's part of the wall.
Oh,
it looks
okay.
to be.
Okay, so two things require gemstones or an offering of some sort that we don't have.
We have a sphere that can probably go in the third one, and we have gems that can go in the fourth one.
Okay, so that seems like a place to start, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we can do those things if we want. It's just if we do this wrong, we might all die.
I
Well,
would really
on
hate to kill
the one
Chimeras
hand,
like
I
that.
will say thanks to some of your efforts last time, you seem to have shut off any of the flooding mechanisms. So if you mess up anything here, you're probably going to be fine.
All right. Oh, yeah, how smart are we? Let's see. How smart am I?
It's a good
Go
question.
check. Am I dumb enough to just put them in without thinking? No, I'm wise. I'm wise. Okay, so I wouldn't do that. Okay.
Okay, so one thing
Give it
that I
10
know about
intelligence and a 16 wisdom, you're fine.
Yeah. Jamie's
one thing
normal
that I know
smart.
about D&D is always try a perception check.
Yeah.
Okay. Well
Okay.
then,
Would any of you like to go ahead and do that?
I guess we
So,
all perceive.
So my perception is 12, at least the way I'm reading
Passive
it.
perception?
Yes. Is that
the
is
same
that
thing
what it
here
says?
for Lucinda, it looks like.
All right, so we roll our perception.
Yeah.
Uh,
And you
Why
can
don't
go ahead
you
and
go
make the
first?
roll anyway, just to see if you roll higher than your passive.
Okay.
oh, I see. Okay.
What's a passive?
Passive is
passive
just
perception's
general
13.
information you see without needing to do the check.
Oh wow. Okay. So passive's 13. So okay, rolling. And
Nice.
I just stay as passive as I stay at my passive perception. All right. So I paid attention. I'm like, nope, everything seems the same. All right.
Okay, so the way that I would roll for perception then, because I'm Lucinda, I do that for my character sheet.
Oh, you're playing Lucinda? I
Oh,
thought you
am
were
I
playing. I
Oh,
thought you were playing.
oh damn. The bard
Voxilian.
is which one? Voxilian. Okay,
Yeah.
my bad. My bad.
Voxilian. Does he have a passive perception? What does he got?
They have
He's got a
passive
9
wisdom
HP.
of
Oh,
12.
he's got the passive perception of 12 as well. Yeah.
Okay, so to roll for perception, how do I do that in the client?
You can click on.
You hover over the
Here.
name of the skill you want to roll, and you just click on it. It'll appear in the chat as a 1d20 roll with the selected skill that you chose to roll.
Okay, above where it says perception.
Like yeah, if you look at the stream.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
I got over percent.
All right, 13. So that's 1 over your passive. Ninjax, you can go ahead and do the same if you want. I'll roll perception here as well.
Woo!
for-
All right, so she ain't noticing
there
anything.
she is. I get to roll a 3D dice.
Perception. All right. Okay.
She's distracted.
Yeah, so we're not noticing anything new. Okay.
Yeah, you don't notice anything like too peculiar about it, but you can reach out and like mess with it if you want. You don't see any foreseeable like negative consequences from just pressing buttons or whatever until something happens.
All right.
Who is holding the gemstones right now? That may or may not
Jamie
go
is the
for
one
full-
that found the 2 rubies and the sphere.
She's holding
and I believe
everything
she
right now.
passed on the rubies to Poppy, but she's
Do
still
I have-
holding the sphere.
I thought I had the garnets. Let me see here.
Oh right, she gave you the garnets. Never mind.
Yeah, so she's got the rubies on the sphere.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
As a chaotic good, it seems pretty in character to be ambitious with this, right?
Yeah.
To take at least one of the rubies from Poppy and stick it in wherever I can.
Yeah. You can do that.
All right, I'm gonna do that. I'm going to be far too ambitious.
In my shoes and clicking together while we're.
Probably not.
I am not really sure about any of that. Alright, so Wyso wants to put at least one ruby in there?
Right. Can I steal the rubies
Or
and
just
put
ask
as
for
many
it?
in
I mean, you can just
what
ask for
slots
it.
as I can? Well, okay. I guess that's equally chaotic. Well, yeah. Okay, I'll ask.
Yeah. So what do you say to Jamie here?
Oh, it's Jamie that has them. It's not Poppy.
Yeah, it's Jamie
No.
has them.
Yeah, Jamie is in possession of the gemstones.
Okay, Jamie. I think the only clear option here is to take the rubies that you gathered earlier and put them in the slot. Can I try?
You ever make a character and you look back at the name and you think to yourself, "Wow, that's a stupid name."
Who are you
Jamie,
insulting? Whoop.
Jamie, I'm not comfortable with destroying the group, right? So you should do the honors, so that it's not my fault.
Sunplan.
As the glorious leader of this group, you don't want to be the one that also destroys it.
Alright, yeah, Vox is the leader of the group.
Oh, great.
Oh,
Okay.
wait a mention. So Vox,
Well, self-proclaimed in a sense when I played him last session.
yeah, Vox showed off his muscles, and he got a high, what was it? Check for.
He got a high deception check.
Yeah, so everyone believes
Oh,
he's
okay.
super muscular. So everyone made him the leader. It's
Okay, then I should do this in a slightly different way. Jamie Swallow, I order you to put the rubies in the pan. As your fearless leader with the biggest muscles in all the land.
There we go.
Make a deception check.
They are pretty big. I've been checking. Holy all right. All right. Wow, all right. We really, really believe in this guy. Holy crap. You rolled a freaking 20.
Don't ever question me again.
Yes, sir.
Ooh.
So,
Will do.
So how would you like to experiment with these gemstones on these panels?
Oh, resist the deception?
Oh, you want to try an insight check?
Me or an inject?
Ninja.
Ninjax.
They can if they want. Oh,
Oh,
Jesus.
you're kidding me.
Wow. All right.
What?
You're kidding me right now.
Rated this system? Did you just get? Is that actually like a hacker in your profile picture? Just going like, give him the nat 20.
Gets a freaking nat 20 after saying I could get one. Holy crap. All right, so you see through it. So now what? That's hilarious.
You can still choose to mess with it, whether he's ordered you to or not, or you can like give it to him like, yeah, you do it. Fuck.
Oh, that insight. So Ninjax knows that I'm not as strong as I say I am.
Yeah. So that
Oh,
means you can
no.
play along if you want, right? Like, he can
Yeah.
play along if he wants. Freaking 20 and a 21. You gotta be kidding me. Alright.
Jamie, don't tell him.
So
Shove
I'm
both
watching
rubies
intently
into-
here.
Okay. So you're shoving them into the mask, or are you shoving them into the offering slot?
Grammars are. I'm gonna say we assume the mask.
All right.
Yeah, the mask definitely
You
makes more
slide
sense.
these rubies into place, and it seems like you can twist them a little bit. So you kind of twist them so they're facing straight up. You hear a small, and they lock into place.
Alright, okay.
I mean, hey, seems good. We did it, everyone.
Alright.
And as soon as you do that, actually, where's my free hand? Color yellow.
Oh man, that was good. Oof.
See, that is way too far zoomed out. There we go. A couple of the stars actually have a couple of lines. Start tracing a constellation.
Ooh. Well, would you look at that?
Can you guys see that or not?
I see
I
it on
can
my
see
map.
what. Maybe
Maybe.
that's half of it.
Alright,
I
okay.
see.
Do like reveal areas, make sure that's still visible to you guys.
No, I see some yellow lines.
Alright, you see the yellow lines, that's all that matters.
A big C. Or a
A
dot
very
at the end.
large sea.
Well, we're making some good progress here. Maybe we should try the spear.
Alright, what would you like to do with the seemingly just kind of pretty bland glass sphere?
This was the second
So
panel.
That's the third panel, yeah, so...
Oh, the offering one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let me go ahead and get like a green little check mark for panels that are done.
I see.
There's a high chance whenever I DM, I'm never doing puzzles ever. Unless I can
A
really
lot
think
of
of a
thought
good one.
actually goes into these, and I'll be honest, I didn't fully prepare this one, so I'm just gonna
Do
wing it a
adventure
little
books
bit.
have puzzles?
Some of them do, and
Alright, I
they
might
have
just steal
the
their puzzles.
solutions. I imagine. I actually have an adventure book right here, Tales of the Yawning Portal.
I might just steal their puzzles, or do like really simple
Yeah,
ones
you
like
could probably do
Mastermind.
variations on these puzzles.
Yeah, I guess puzzles are a thing. Shoot.
Okay, so do we do the offering next?
Yeah, it's either we tell like I suggested, so it's up to Jamie to just shove it in there.
Yeah, Jamie can kind of decide what she wants to do after that.
Oh, I know what I'll do. I'll just make all my puzzles based on Professor Layton puzzles.
Oh, there you go. And then the solution will be so obvious and frustrating that once people get it, they'll just be kicking themselves for it.
Yep. Okay. Says and thieves chant. Please don't kill me. All right.
Alright, so you try to put the glass sphere into the receptacle. Finally learned what what the word was I was looking for. And you try to shut the drawer for it. Seems to not want to take your offering.
Oh.
Take a guess.
It's like, oh. Oh.
Well, at least we still have our thing.
So she just takes it back, I guess. All right,
Yeah,
so
you can
there's an offering for
Take it out of the
there.
receptacle.
We don't have
Pocket it,
anything
yeah.
else from
Maybe
this
try and
place,
use
right?
it on something else if you want.
Yeah. So there's the compass. Okay, there's the star map. No, I guess want to take a look at the star map.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure.
By all means.
There we go.
And let me do a knowledge check for Lucinda. Just straight.
Yeah, the star map is like the runes are on the star map or next to it, or
They're at the bottom.
oh, okay.
So Lucinda kind of looks at the star map and she gets the urge to like reach out a finger, and she's kind of muttering an incantation as she does so. And for her, I'll just use a bright red. And she traces a small pattern like that across the remaining stars in the constellation.
Ah. Oh, so it's Australia. Okay.
It really is, isn't it?
We're going to Australia, everyone.
And as soon as she does that, let me zoom back in a touch here.
All right, so okay.
This little moon-looking symbol right here indents itself into the wall, and it looks like you could put something in it.
Ah. All right. Well, we've been putting things in places. We can try here as well. It's like, right? Right.
I mean, sure. So we have
We just got the
a
sphere, so...
constellation. Yeah, we have a constellation, the moon, and a sphere to put somewhere, probably.
We've always drowned... almost drowned of shoving things in holes.
I mean, we've already failed once. Might as well fail twice, right?
Shoving things in holes. Just feel like I had a different character, like, oh, it sounds like a Friday night, huh? Show the orb in the slot.
Yeah, that's probably what the bard would say. I don't know. All right, so you try to place the orb into the moon kind of crevice. For the hell of it, give me a sleight of hand roll.
Oh god. Put in Resident Evil puzzles. Damn!
Wow.
Alright. Alright, so
Another natural one.
they've got the power today. Jeez. Alright, so it's an amazing
I am convinced that Jamie's character sheet is rigged, and I'm gonna have to save it to my character vault for future campaigns.
Jeez. Like, that's the power of what? A rogue? It's the power of a rogue.
Power of a rogue, I guess. So, you,
Holy crap.
with ease, just kind of looking at this star map,
Yeah.
you're looking, you feel around the indentation. You slam this orb into place. And there's a light crack as it cracks open just a little bit. A little blood on your hand, it's no big deal. And underneath the compass,
N S E. Ah, okay.
the following pattern seems to just appear on that panel, or quadrant rather.
Huh.
And you get the distinct feeling it's like a locker combination of some sort.
NSE.
W.
W?
North, south, east, and then northwest.
Oh, northwest. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll put it in chat real quick.
Alright, so, Nasinda! Anyone speak that language?
Nesidnebu.
The symbols on this particular compass are in Draconic. I don't know if any of you have that language.
I don't have Draconic. I guess do intelligence check to try to make a guess as to which one's north or south and stuff.
Yeah, sure.
All right. So is that intelligence or perception or?
Intelligence.
All right. Rolling me some intelli. Oh, I got base 10. Ah, crap.
That
What'd
was
I
a
get?
save.
Wrong one. Wait, wrong one. Try that again.
Yeah, try again.
So these are the saving throws. Whoops. Okay, so it's this one. Right? That one?
It's the same.
Son of a bitch. All right. I got nothing. I've got nothing.
The
someone else give it a
seems to be a
shot.
mystery to you.
Okay, hear me out. I'm very smart. I can
Okay.
figure this out. I can definitely figure this out.
All right. Would you
Okay.
like to make an intelligence roll to try and guess?
Yes, absolutely.
All right.
Fuck.
That's an investigation.
Okay, we're good. We're good. Like I said, very, very smart.
Intelligence.
Like I said, extremely smart.
There
Easy.
you go.
Woo!
I mean,
That's
that's,
a
a save,
save.
but I'll allow it.
Oh no! Wait, where's the other intelligence then?
You go to the left.
You hover over the
It's just
yes.
intelligence
ability
itself.
score
Yeah.
itself.
All right, I
and-
already wasted the good roll, so here we go.
9. I'll go with the 15 anyway.
All right.
So let me
God is forgiving.
go to my purple here.
What a kind and merciful God.
You judged that this symbol right here is north,
Zoom in here.
and this one is south, which would mean this one's east and this one is west.
Hmm.
Okay, okay.
All right.
Guys, remember when I said I was really smart?
Yes.
I'm stumped.
Oh. Oh no. Well, I'm lost as well. Maybe
And,
one of you ladies might have an idea.
You actually do notice that the center little knob of the compass, it looks like you can turn it like a locker dial.
Oh, all right.
Oh, I think I figured it out. So north, south, east, and northwest. Can I turn the dial to those values as a locker combination type of thing?
You certainly can.
All right. I attempt to. Oh, I gotta remember what you said it was. Okay, I attempt to go to what? Top left, bottom right, bottom left.
If you want, I can put it again. North, south, east,
So,
west.
Oh, I see. Okay, that was a different order than I knew. Okay, so top left, bottom right, tip top, top.
All right. You enter the combination, and you hear another, and
Nice.
part of this blood red door seems to have unlocked, and you are done with the compass section.
so
And
still the
upon doing
offer.
that,
Oh.
atop the third quadrant with the pentagram,
Yeah. Is blood? Blood. Oh.
and Jamie, you still have a pretty open cut on your hand from slamming the orb into the star map. So if you would like, you can try and like trickle some of the loose blood from the wound into the receptacle. All right, you managed to let some blood trickle down your fingertips into the receptacle. You let it fill up about not that big of a cup, really. It's about a quarter cup is how big this receptacle is. You let it fill up about part way, and you slide the drawer in. You hear a light trickling and a chattering, and another lock on the door is open. And the star map has a couple of pieces that start to glow.
Couple pieces with the glow. Okay, let's see here.
Well, I guess we get to use that orb later. That's nice.
We put the orb in the thingy. So that orb's... We put the orb in the moon thing.
Yep.
Oh, is it? Oh, right.
So we don't have any more objects at this point. So there's 3 glowies on the map?
Yes.
Right, I guess intelligence check to see if I understand what that means.
Yeah, go ahead and use a religion check.
Oh, religion, alright.
I think you're proficient in that as a cleric.
I have 0 in religion, huh.
I thought I gave him some. Oh well.
Like, let's see here. Should a cleric?
Sacrilegious cleric.
You would assume they'd get some religion, huh? Yeah.
I have 1 religion.
Okay, there we go. I am very
18.
religious anyway.
You recognize the glowing star pattern. It's not of your deity because it's elvish. But you do remember studying certain elven deities. And one of them was believed to follow the pattern of the even star. And it went something like this.
Okay. Ah.
And you think if you trace your finger along that exact path, that should clear this last puzzle up.
So it's the even star is what it is?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Alright, so I recognize this as the even star. So it looks like this, and then I start fingering the map.
Whoa.
And then just
give me just a dexterity check to see how well you trace it over.
Okay. Dexterity, deception. Oh, well, I'm not that dexterous. Oh, crap. How'd I do? Let's see. Alright, okay, that's not so bad.
You trace this pretty easily. And one more click. And the door creaks open. And you hear one more, like, bloody murder type scream as the door opens. And I believe you were still detecting evil and good.
Yeah.
You get a strong sense of evil in this room.
Alright. It's like,
Going forward, what's the marching order?
It's like, bad things in there, so we should be careful. I figured.
Oh, marching order?
Yeah, so.
Yeah.
Oh, glorious leader, will you lead us ahead?
Yeah, okay.
All right, so you're in front. Who's
Sure.
gonna be like our secondary front, or
So
maybe
I'm
just following behind?
marching with him.
All right, marching up front with him or to
Yeah,
the side?
up front, like next to him. So yeah, up front with him.
Okay. Lucinda's gonna trail behind you, and Jamie, if you would like to follow behind either one of them. Uh, all right, he's behind the barn.
Okay.
And you walk in, and it seems you've interrupted some kind of malicious blood ritual. Inside this inner sanctum kind of chamber, you can see the floor is lined with desert sand. You're not sure where it came from. And in the middle of this blood pool, there is this very traumatized looking gnome. And underneath him, not a pentagram, but the symbol of a scarab, coated in his own blood.
Hmm.
And it seems like this blood is giving off some sort of acidic sizzle. And you see a couple of open wounds just spilling this blood slowly and painfully out of this poor little gnome. But this guy does not seem to have noticed you yet, actually.
Okay, guys, so we're killing him, right?
I would believe so. I feel like we're whispering all this. I would believe so.
Poppy, you actually recognize this as a ritual performed by the what did I call them? The Scarab clan, which you know to be a group of very terrible necromancers that seem to come from the desert region to the south.
Yeah. Okay. So these are the Scarab clan. They are huge assholes. So, I recommend we get ready and we make him a dead asshole.
Just to be clear, we're attacking the Scarab clan, not the gnome.
You are not attacking the gnome. In fact, I don't know why I put him on the initiative list. There we go. Took him off. There we go.
The gnome is okay. The gnome is okay. He's not okay. He's not okay in any way. But
The gnome is suffering pretty huge wounds.
we'll take care of him later. I'll take care of him. I think I'm the only one here who can deal with that.
All right.
So
That's
how
a
do
lot of blood. I'm not sure if anyone can.
Do you want to try and like do a sneak attack on him?
Yeah, that's
or
what I would
do you-
hope. Yeah, okay, let's see here.
Or do you want to like shout out to him like, "Hey, asshole"?
I mean, that won't get. Well, I think it'd be Alright. I don't want to be able to suggest everything, but they were like, okay, maybe Jamie, you sneak up, and I'll yell, "Hey, asshole!" and then you get him. And then you get him.
And I'll hit a power chord on my lute.
All right.
It'll make it really cool.
And this is a coordinated move, I assume.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see here. I'll
It's gonna
have
be a lot of
Jamie make a
rolls.
stealth check as you creep around.
Now's not the time for a 1. Okay, not so bad.
Okay. You seem to go pretty unnoticed. You make it right here behind him. You're in the ready with your short swords. And Poppy, you move forward kind of over here. You guys are both in position. Give me a performance check, both of you.
Alright.
And Lucinda is going to scurry over here and hang back.
So performance. An okay performance. Wait, does Jamie
Oh,
have to
not Jamie.
perform?
You didn't have to
No, you
worry
did.
about performance.
Yeah, you're not
Why
performing,
so-
so thank
why
God.
so do
Oh,
that.
am I the other performance?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay, both not bad.
Okay. He doesn't seem to take notice of either of your attempts to get his attention, but he does look up, and you see blood dripping down from his eyes, and they're glowing red. You see him smack the ground with his palm, and a few shadowy sort of circles form in the dirt around you. And if I could find the damn GM overlay to get these tokens onto the grid. 3 skeletons
Be a good time to have turn
emerge
undead.
from these.
Perhaps
Emerge from
power
these-
cord wasn't the move.
So 3 Jack Skellingtons.
Skeleton over there. And you hear just kind of this very deep voice. Deal with them. I will complete the ceremony for Master. And at this point, Jamie, go ahead and make the sneak attack. Everybody else, go ahead and get your initiative rolls.
Alright. Initiative. Where the hell is initiative? Oh, wait. No, there it is. Okay.
I missed it.
dang
I'm
it.
just gonna look on the stream where you got it.
Oh, yeah, it's right here.
Ah, yes.
I can't get it up. Oh, no, there it is. Okay.
No, it's okay. I just did it from the delay.
I'm gonna go ahead here and pull out my dwarven dice. You do get advantage with sneak attack, yes.
Okay, so it's an advantage roll, so...
Alright. So you lash out with him and deal 9 points of piercing damage. He's going to make a concentration check. He succeeds. He's still performing this ritual. 22 for your initiative, thank you. Not 33. There we go. Let's see here. What did Scarf roll?
11, I think? Let me double check. I rolled in 8. Ah, I rolled an 8.
Okay. Gonna go ahead and get these skeletons rolled as well as our dude. Alright. 13 for him. Skeleton over here by Lucinda. That's 5. That's fine. He was freshly summoned. A little startled. 17, okay. Then this last skeleton here behind Lucinda, or not Lucinda, behind Jamie. That is a 6. Right. Go ahead and get that in descending order. There we go. Top of the round.
Oops. What did I do? Nice.
Jamie, you're up. You have a skeleton behind you, and you got the dude in front of you. What would you try to do here?
Keep stabbing the guy.
All right. Roll another attack roll. Because he's concentrating on this spell, and he did just now notice you from the last attack. Unfortunately, I won't allow sneak attack for this. So just a straight roll.
Because he knows something's hitting him.
Yeah.
I sense
He
something
knows
stabbing
something's
me.
trying to smack him. 7, unfortunately, is going to miss. He kind of ducks down to whisper some verbal components into this ritual as you go for the overhead swing. Just whisk past his hood. You still have a bonus attack action if you want to use the other sword that you picked up.
Woo.
Oh.
Ooh. Yeah. Used all those
You
20s.
you go to sneak stab him, and once again he kind of continues tracing along like you're not even there, and you kind of trip over his cloak, and you fall prone over here. Little bit of sand in your face now.
Right? Total asshole. Total asshole.
All right. Next
My
up
turn.
is the skeleton by Poppy. He's gonna go ahead and take a swing at you with his sword.
Oh, hi there. Oh, hey, what the hell?
7 plus, let me pull up the monster manual here real fast. That is the wrong search box. Page 272.
Oh, that's what these mean.
Okay, he does not have a bonus to his attack, so that was a straight 7 to attack you.
7. Okay, but let's see, what's my armor?
What's your armor class?
My armor class is not that. What the hell? Over here. Over here. Armor class 18.
That does not hit you, so he takes a desperate little swipe at you, and you kind of deflect it with the base of your warhammer, like, nope,
Hey, range shred.
not today.
It's like, nuh-uh.
And he just kind of stares at you with the empty sockets in his eyes. You see a strange black fog just kind of emitting off of his form. And he just kind of has a stare down with you. 'Cause I believe that's all his actions.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all he has.
So next
So that'll do it for his turn. Next up is the Necromancer.
Huh.
While he's doing this ritual, he's going to go ahead and cast False Life on himself, which gives him some temporary hit points. I'm going to go ahead and review that spell.
False life. Let's see here. So we can go over here to look it up. False life. False life. Ah, cool. Like, this is a nice resource, being able to look up spells.
It is, actually, yes. NP.
So they gain 1d4 plus 4 primary, temporary hit points for the duration.
1d4 plus 4.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's 2 total of 6 temporary hit points for him.
Dang.
Alright, and he's going to continue maintaining the ritual. The gnome lets out another shriek as a little bit of blood splurts out of his out of one of his wounds and spreads across the sandy floor, and you hear another acidic sizzle.
Ooh.
As more of this this scarab in the ground takes form.
So he's chained to the ground, right?
Yeah. He appears to be restrained to the ground. Voxilian, why so? You are up.
Alright, I'm going to attack the Necromancer.
Alright. 5 foot.
I'm going to aim for the eyes if I can.
Alright, you're going to just try and... I think you have, what do you have, a rapier or a short sword?
I'm looking for it. Where would I find it?
Should be under your
let's see.
equipment.
Oh,
Character sheet,
the,
you got equipment
the
right
items
here.
here?
Oh yeah, items should be your
Right, I gave
equipment.
him a short sword.
There's also your attack and spellcasting.
Oh, I did not give you a melee weapon. Let me fix it.
here.
I mean, I could use the short bow at point blank range.
It would be a disadvantage if you did that, but yeah, you can do
Oh,
that.
man.
You can garrote him with the short bow.
Can I just smack him with my loot that's in my profile picture?
Elka bong him.
Yeah, you can use the loot as an improvised weapon.
Would that-
Yeah, sure.
So that'll be just a 1d20 plus your strength modifier.
Okay, so I
a plain-
click strength then?
And if you hit with it, it'll deal like 1d4 +1, I think, is what improvised weapon is.
Yeah, that seems pretty fair. Okay, so to roll for an attack,
Yeah.
I click.
So go ahead and click in the chat window. You can go /roll and then 1d20 and plus or minus whatever your strength mod is.
There's also your spells if you have any.
He does have spells, yes. He's got a couple of cantrips.
Oh.
Yeah, they're over here.
Okay, so I have like Vicious Mockery, Thunder Wave. Those?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have the Bardic Inspiration, but it seems a little late to do that now.
Yeah, you have 1 Bardic Inspiration die remaining from last session.
Okay. Well, I don't want to do any
I see. Okay, that's how that works. Okay.
unnecessary damage to the gnome accidentally if I use something like Thunder Wave.
Okay.
Fuck it. I'll stick with the loot.
Stick with the loot? Alright.
I'm going to smack him with the loot.
Now,
Alright,
goodbye.
so that's roll 1d20 minus 1, I think, is your strength mod.
I do like /roll.
Yeah.
And then like the number 1 and then d20.
Yeah, 1 and then the letter D, lowercase, and then 20 minus 1.
Ah.
11. Alright. You just barely hit, so roll a 1d4 +2. Or +1, actually.
Nice.
All right.
Alright, 5 points of damage. You conk him on the shoulder as he's continuing this incantation.
I almost did as much damage as he just gained.
Yep.
The loot is damaged a little bit for 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right, that's fine. It's just a little out of tune now.
A few of the strings came loose,
Sure.
but he is still standing, and he's still got a couple of temporary HP as well as his base HP left.
He's got at least one base. I mean, he's got at least one temp left.
And I don't know if you have any spells for bonus action remaining, but you can check. I don't know.
I don't think I do.
I'll look at Vicious Mockery real quick, see if that's a bonus action or not real quick before I move on. Oh.
Alright, I gotta check that. What are my bonus
It's 1 action. Alright, so I think that'll do it for your turn then.
Fair enough.
Alright. Lucinda is up. There's a skeleton over by her, there's a skeleton over by Poppy. She is going to, if I pull up her character sheet and remember what her spells are.
Ah, here we go. I got something good.
She is going to cast the iconic Warlock spell at this skeleton, Eldritch Blast. So you,
Ooh.
and Poppy, I'd like you to make a perception check as she does this.
Okay, see if he recognizes what it is. Perception. Oh, there we go.
Skeleton's armor class is 13, that's not going to hit.
Ouch.
Perception roll of 12. You notice a shadowy figure looming over her, kind of mimicking the motion she does for the incantation. Pew! This purple-black kind of orb of energy shoots out of her hands, and it whizzes just past the skeleton's leg, and dissipates across the sand. And noticing her kind of immediate danger in this skeleton, she's going to back up towards the door. And that'll end off her turn.
Okay.
Poppy, you are up.
Okay, so since I don't understand combat too well, let's see. So, how many spells do you get to have a day? Is that how it works, or?
Spells that you get per day are equal to your spell slots. You regain spell slots after a long rest or short rest, depending on your class and its capabilities.
So how many spell slots am I supposed to have?
Level 1 for Cleric? Good question. Let me check the hand guide for that. Here it is. So you have 2 level 1 spell slots and 3 cantrips.
2 level
which are
1s and 3 cantrips. Okay,
yeah,
so
and cantrips are spells that you can cast over and over again.
so cantrips you can do as many times as you want.
Yeah.
Okay. So I used 1 for detect good and evil earlier.
Yeah.
Okay. So real quick, just want to check what the heck is protect from evil and good. Oh, okay, that takes 10 minutes to do, so I can't do that one.
Yeah.
Is that something you do pre-fight?
That's something that you can do pre-fight, I believe. Yes.
So I should have done that earlier. All right.
If you wanted to, yeah.
Okay, so I only have 1 spell left then, right?
1 level 1 spell left. Yes.
Okay. So Sacred Flame, is that an outdoors only spell?
No.
Okay, because
This
it
can
says
be
it
cast
descends.
anywhere. It is a ranged spell attack, and if you use it point blank, just like a ranged weapon, it will be a disadvantage.
All right. Well, what if I cast it over at the Necromancer?
Yeah, that's a suitable distance for casting.
Does it have a chance of hitting everyone else?
No. Because
Okay.
I believe Sacred Flame, if I read the details here, a creature you can see within range, which is 60 feet, instantaneous duration. Yeah, Flame rank Radiance descends on a creature you can see. They need to make a dexterity saving throw or take radiant damage.
Okay. Oh, and my target must succeed a dexterity saving throw or take. Okay, so
Correct.
they have to do a dexterity. Okay. So all right. Go over here. So I just click on the spell to use it. To roll
Yes.
it. Okay.
Yes.
Clicking on it.
What's the chat?
Well, that was a fail.
Let's see. DC of 13. All right.
Oh, okay.
He
They have
rolled
to.
8
Oh, I see.
for
That's
his
how it
saving
works.
throw. He does not succeed, so that's
Ooh.
7 points of radiant damage. He is pretty battered from that.
Nice. Okay, so that's how that works. Okay.
He's like panting as he's trying to continue maintaining this ritual. 14 will keep his concentration.
All right. So I'm like, so when I'm like, burn you son of a bitch.
All right, you still have a bonus action and movement if you would like to do anything with those.
So I'm gonna bonus action. So this is gonna use up my last spell. And how tall are gnomes compared to dwarves?
They're about the same size as halflings.
Okay. So it's like,
Sanctuary. I see what you're doing.
yeah. So I give you sanctuary, shorter friend, to the gnome. I hope you're a friend. Maybe you deserve all of this. I don't know. So sanctuary on the gnome. I'm hoping that actually prevents the ritual from hurting him.
All right. So you go ahead and cast Sanctuary.
So do you roll that, or is it just...
And I'll mark that off as well.
Okay.
All right. So the gnome now has a protective aura around it. You reach out your hands, you have your holy symbol, kind of rub them together like a fly, and this nice blue aura, kind of like a shield, starts forming around him. You see his wounds. They stop bleeding profusely.
Woo!
And you still have movement if you would like to do any of that.
I'm good where I am. Looks like I can just push into the skeleton as like the personal space.
You could probably shove him out of the way, but I think that would cost you an action, unfortunately.
So yeah, so I just stand there and just like,
All right, so you stand your ground.
I did things.
All right, next up, the skeleton over by Jamie is going to walk over, and it's going to take a swing at you. Monster manual for any of this. This is just a short sword. I don't think a 4 hits you. Just kind of, yeah. And you see he is thoroughly rattled at missing his target.
Oh, I get it, because he's a skeleton.
So, unfortunately, that ends his turn because he doesn't have anything else he can do. Up next is the skeleton that was over by Lucinda. It's going to go ahead and approach Poppy. And it's going to take a swing at you with advantage due to flanking.
Oh.
That's a natural 1 and an 8. So even with advantage, he still misses.
I wish it was a double 1. It's like, break yourself upon me. You're like, break yourself upon my shores.
He just kind of shambles over towards you and takes a swing. You saw this coming a mile away. You just kind of parry it with your warhammer, like, nope. That's going to do it for his turn. Back to Jamie. Because of Waiso, you do get a flanking bonus, yes. And this would be considered sneak attack.
Alright.
Alright, short sword. You try and... Since this is a flanking bonus, you have advantage, so roll again. 12 hits. Total of 5 plus 8 is... somebody help me do math.
Oh, 13?
I think that's 13, yeah. Jamie, how do you want to do this? Please tell me you reviewed combat call signs.
All I saw was like, just through his keywords to describe how they're probably almost dead. Ah, that's what that means. Ooh. At least she wants to.
Taking advantage of the situation, you quickly and pretty handedly, actually, just impale this guy right through his cloak. And you see the red glow in his eye just kind of fade. And his body goes limp, impaled still on your blade. The skeletons, however, still remain.
What was that? Oh my god.
And the spell circle that he was tracing along, it still seems to have a glow about it, but the glow is starting to fade.
Okay. It was just like, good hit, but it's not over. That'd be another action.
With a bonus action, you certainly can, yes.
Ah. Dang!
Skeleton has a 13 armor class, so yeah, that hits for 5 piercing. Gonna double check to see if he has resistance to that. I think he should, but he doesn't.
Skeleton should have that, yeah. Can't really penetrate bones, like, you know.
I think it was in, like, 1st through 3rd edition that they had resistance to that, but not anymore.
Huh. So you just penetrated the collarbone or something?
I guess. You whip around with the dagger and smack him across the collarbone. He's thoroughly rattled. And what's the hit points on a skeleton real quick? 13, okay. So he's still standing. Shakily, but he's still standing. That will end Jamie's turn. Next up, the skeleton over here,
looking at
in front of Poppy. He's going to take a swing at you with advantage.
Oh, so when you get attacked, you face whoever attacks you? Is that what happens?
Sometimes.
Oh, okay.
Alright, 14 I don't think hits you.
Nope. I got some sweet armor.
You have some really damn good armor. Takes a desperate swing at you. You just kind of parry it again with the warhammer, like, I could do this all day. swinging a jig. He is more anger rattled than the skeleton that just got smacked by Jamie. And you kind of hear this little chattering from him, and you assume that's like a skeletal battle cry of some sort. That guy's dead.
It's like, okay.
Next up is Voxilian.
Okay. I want to use Vicious Mockery on the skeleton next to Jamie.
Okay.
So I gotta yell an insult, right?
See here, it should be in your spell descriptions. If I
Right, it looks like it does a D4 and a disadvantage roll if it hits.
Oops, that's not what I wanted. I wanted spells. Here we go. Vicious Mockery. Creature you can see in range. Unleash a string of insults laced with subtle enchantments to creature you can see in range. Target can hear you, but need not understand you. Succeed a wisdom save throw or take 1d4 psychic damage. And disadvantage on the next attack. Alright. So that's a wisdom save for the skeleton. Let me check skeleton wisdom.
Yeah, so
he has a -1 to his wisdom.
I'm going to yell at the skeleton. This
That's a 3.
necromancer brought you guys back, and now you guys are boned.
He kind of looks at you like, what? He's pretty rattled. Go ahead and roll a 1d4 for psychic damage.
Can't have that much intelligence. You know, he's hollow in the head.
All right.
I mean, I'll give
2
that
points of
kind of
psychic
2 out of
damage
4.
and disadvantage on his next attack. Very nice. All right. Any movement or bonus actions that you would like to?
I don't think I have any bonus actions that I can. So I think that's. I think that's
doing
it.
your spells here real fast. True Strike is 1 action. Bane, 1 action. Thunderwave, action. Detect Magic, action. Hideous Laughter, also an action. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Alright, so that does it for your turn. Lucinda is up. And she's going to once again cast the legendary Eldritch Blast spell at the skeleton beside Poppy.
And
9 does not hit.
Was that 9 last time? Oh, it was 8 last time. Oof.
Really, I'm rolling very badly tonight.
Just go listen to it. At least looks really cool.
She charges up another purple beam, shoo, whizzes past its knee, glides across the sand, makes a nice little line, crackles into the wall, dissipates. A cloud of purple sparks.
Rain wants to hear, what was the joke again that Wiseau said?
Oh, that's probably not even worth telling again.
There's that bad.
Well, it was a 2 out of 4 according to Roll20. They liked it at least.
And
that's at least how I'm going to take it. The roll determines how good the pun is.
A tiny bit more to the side here, thinking she could get a better line of sight on that skeleton in front of Poppy for the next round. Poppy, you are up.
Okay.
The
Well,
more
hey,
damage it does,
then,
the worse the
then I got 3 out of 4.
Alright, Poppy, what would you like to do?
Alright, so all I can do is to do some wrecking now.
Yeah, and you got a Warhammer, so you'll do substantial damage to these guys.
Let's see how much milk they've had. Alright, so I'll hit the one that's furthest away from everyone. So the one on this one. Ping!
So the one on your left, alright.
Yeah, so I'll go for that one.
Armor class of 13.
Alright, so I just gotta...
Versus your attack roll with the two-handed Warhammer.
Yep, so I just have to roll this. Okay, what did I do?
18 hits.
Oh, sweet!
Damage you. Crack! On the side of its rib cage. It is, it's pretty rattled. And it lets out another... and this you can feel is probably more a cry of pain than a war cry. So whatever brought these skeletons to life, it, yeah.
That's definitely not a flesh wound.
All right. Any movement or bonus actions you'd like to do? I don't know. You gotta use Sanctuary to protect the gnome.
Does the gnome still have Sanctuary? Like, that lasts a minute, so that's a couple turns, right?
That is 10 rounds of combat.
Okay, so he's good, and I can't sank myself. Like, I can't touch myself, right? Let's see here.
I'm sorry, what?
Can you Sanctuary yourself? Oh, no, I don't have any more Sanctuary. I'm out of spells, so...
Yes, Ninjax, you can in fact be too dumb for a spell to have any effect.
That's cool.
I've seen it happen on Critical Role a couple of times. It's very funny.
Alright,
so that's your turn?
Yeah, because I don't have any more spells. My
Next
only
up is the
bonuses is...
by Jamie. He's going to take a swing at her with disadvantage, thanks to Vicious Mockery. Wow. Natural 1 versus a 17. So, he kind of swings at you, you parry out of the way. He just goes tumbling across the room over here.
Nice.
And kind of smacks into his buddy. Buddy's like... that's going to be the end of his turn.
It's a comedy of errors now.
Just like Ace Attorney. Next up is the one beside Poppy. Gonna go ahead and take a swing at you. That is a 5 to hit. You once again parry with your warhammer. Back, you being back. And he's just hyper focused on trying to bring you down after being hit pretty hard with that warhammer. So that'll end his turn. Jamie, you're up.
It's like, don't worry. One of these days, not today, but one of these days, you'll do nothing. Dang!
Alright, you take a swing at this skeleton for 9 points of piercing damage. You smack! What did the last hit you landed do to him? Just a refresher. Did 5 and 2, total of 7, plus 9 is 16. Let's see, how badly hurt is this guy usually? 13. Alright, that skeleton's down. Take him off of the grid here so I don't get confused. You can definitely go ahead and make a ranged attack roll with the dagger, yeah. So this will be a 1d20 plus your dexterity modifier. I don't know if it would add your proficiency bonus or not. I would assume so since it's a simple weapon, so your dex mod and proficiency bonus. Uh, 13 just hits. So go ahead and roll. I think thrown dagger deals 1d4 plus your dex modifier. So roll 1d4 plus your dex. All right. Total of 4 piercing damage. You hurl the silver dagger into its ribcage, and it seems very painfully rattled. Still standing, but it's not looking too good. And anything else you'd like to do? I think you still have movement. Alright, that's all your turn there. The skeleton you just hit is going to take a swing at Poppy.
Humorous son of a bitch.
With advantage, because of the flank. What is with these rolls?
What happened?
I rolled a 2 and a 3.
Ooh.
Very, very decisively.
Wow.
He's not too happy about that. Onward to Buxillion.
Okay, so I have a question.
What's up?
Can I attempt to unchain the gnome, but also do a combat action?
It would take your action to unchain the gnome, but if you have a bonus action of some sort with a weapon or spell, you can do that after you free him.
Gotcha. Okay, so fuck the gnome. I'm gonna attack.
I didn't know you were into those guys. All right.
At least I ain't touching myself like you said last year, my guy.
All right.
All right.
So, who do you?
My God approves. My God approves.
Okay, so I just noticed Jamie's, and at the same time, I want to laugh at the skeleton who rolled a 2 and then a 3. So
right.
I'm going to cast Hideous Laughter.
Hit, so Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
Yeah.
All right. Hideous Laughter.
I'm gonna laugh at him.
All right. Perceives everything as hilariously funny and falls into fits of laughter if the spell affects it. Wisdom saving throw or fall prone. With an intelligence score of 4 or less isn't affected. Okay. What's his intelligence score? He's got a 6, so yeah,
Nice.
Go ahead and roll this wisdom save. That's a 3. So what joke do you tell them?
Oh, I have to tell another joke. I was just gonna laugh at him.
You gotta tell a joke.
Well, you don't necessarily have to say a joke. You just cast a spell and then you say something and he'll perceive it as hilarious.
Oh, Lamau, you just rolled a 2 and then a 3.
I found Lamau hilarious.
Kind of looks at you confused, and then you just see like light jittering in its rib cage, and it falls back in a fit of laughter. Does that deal damage?
Dang, I gotta come up with 2 jokes per combat now? Yikes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Does not deal damage. Okay. Good to know. All right. So that was your action. You still have some movement and a bonus action if you want.
Alright, I'm going to walk up to the gnome after, telling that hilarious... and I'm just going to, console him and prepare to unchain him. Or her.
All right. Next up is Lucinda, who can no longer see that skeleton, so she's going to aim for this one with yet another try at the iconic warlock spell, Eldritch Blast.
Is that a cantrip, or do they get a lot of spells?
This is a cantrip.
Ah, okay, that's gotta
15
hit.
hits for 5 points of force damage. You see her kind of channeling this energy like a Kamehameha. She's very pissed. Yeah! This beam connects a cloud of purple sparks everywhere, right into the ribcage of this skeleton, doing 5 points of force damage. And this is the one that Scarf previously hit for 8 points, so 5 and 8 is 13. I believe Skeleton's HP is 13. This one is down.
All right.
All right. Well done.
So can I be a total dick and just grab the skeleton and throw him at the other skeleton?
You can grab whatever remains of him and do that, yeah. On your turn here, which it is now your turn.
All right. So they're not doing anything to me. So I just want to... So I'm going to just pick up his buddy and throw him at him.
All right.
What does it
this will
take to
be
do
an
that?
improvised weapon attack with advantage because he is prone.
Okay. With advantage? Okay, so that's improvised weapon.
Yeah, so roll a 1d20 plus your strength mod,
Okay. let's see here.
and just do that twice. And then if it connects, go ahead and roll 1d4 plus your strength mod.
Strength mod is 1. Okay, so... Okay, let's see if I do this right. So...
So d20 plus 1.
So it's slash R
Or slash
1d20
roll, yeah.
plus 1?
Mm-hmm.
See if I did that right. Alright! That doesn't work.
10,
And then do it again, right?
And
for
then do it
advantage?
again for advantage. Go ahead.
Son of a bitch! Alright, so I just...
Try to throw the skeleton that is no longer moving onto this one on the ground. He's just laughing and rolling on the floor so much it's kind of hard to hit him. You do the best, but you wind up just slapping this other skeleton into the ground across the sand. The bones just kind of scatter on impact.
It was cooler in my head. It was so much cooler in my head. Okay.
That's your turn.
Yeah.
Jamie, you're up.
For that, he deserves to get a crit on me.
No, I think you're good.
I'm starting to wonder if I should take Pro Jared's advice and lie about my dice rolls.
Well, if you do that, no one can trust you.
Yeah. Walk up to the laughing skeleton, try to stab it through the skull. All right. Go ahead and make the attack roll with advantage.
Alright. Woo!
All right. You smack your sword right through this thing's clattering and chattering skull for a total of 9 points of piercing damage, it looks like. And I'm trying to see if he took any more previous damage.
I don't think it's taken any damage now.
That he took 9 points, I think, from the dagger you threw.
I should throw it at this one. Okay.
Or what was the point on that? 5 points. Okay, so 5 plus another 9. That's a total of 14. All right. You slam your short sword through his chattering and laughing skull. You're like, "Shut up, you!" And as you do that, there's like this light shockwave as the bones on its chattering body scatter across the sandy floor of the inner sanctum. And the entire skeleton is
Oh, God. Speaking injects.
And that is the end of that combat. Well done. Nobody took any damage.
Well, the gnome did.
No one cares
gnome's
about the
the only
gnome.
thing that got hurt in this room.
Alright, so I go straight for the gnome. And try to unshackle them. Because, like, I think...
You unshackle the gnome pretty easily. He is currently unconscious due to a lot of the blood loss. So you patch him up. You can cast like a Cure Wounds, I think, if you want. Or take a short rest to regain your slots and then do it.
I don't have any slots yet to do it, so I'd have to rest and do it. So that's...
Yeah. Short rest is an hour, so you're not waiting too terribly long to heal him up.
So, okay, so during that hour, what is everyone else doing then?
You guys can like check out the inner sanctum, see if there's any like passageways or anything.
Yeah, okay. Can I do a perception check for that?
Yeah, go ahead. Actually, make an investigation check.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So
Nine.
White's will investigate and Ninjax as well.
9. It's okay, confidence. A 9 is plenty good enough.
Ooh.
So Jamie is a little disgusted at the sight of all the blood on the ground. It's making things hard to concentrate on at the moment. Waiso's not doing much better. There's a lot of sand in here, but you do notice across the way here there appears to be a set of stairs that you assume leads up into a tunnel of some sort.
Okay, guys, so I found this tunnel of stairs that might take us some, but in case you weren't aware, there's sand in here. Did you know
Of
that?
course it gets everywhere.
Yeah, the blood against the sand is not a good combo. She has a tragic backstory that we'll get to later. And by that I mean Ninjax can make it up as he goes, because I didn't bother with backstories for any of these characters.
Makes sense.
Alright, so take a little bit to do a little prayer and meditation. Guys, regain your lost spell slots, I think, at least one of you, which would be Poppy. So.
Yeah, so I'm resting. Like all I can do is rest when I'm resting, right? Like.
Yeah, and if you had been injured, you use one of your hit dice to regain hit points, which
Didn't happen.
Didn't happen because I rolled so shittily.
Yay!
Sure, I'm gonna rest for a little bit. I'm gonna try to tune my loot
That's a good
because
plan.
it's damaged.
All right.
And what good is a bard without a perfectly in tune loot?
That is true. Let's see. Go ahead and give me an intelligence roll. I think would be best for this one. That's an intelligence save.
Dang it! It's always the good ones too.
Yeah,
Okay.
13. All right. You managed to get it back in tune. It's a little battered on the side, but you don't think this should affect the sound coming out of it at all. In fact, it's inspiring you to consider smashing your instrument at the end of one of your performances next time.
Okay.
Nice. Unlike Kiss.
And you also regain one of your bardic inspiration dice.
Nice.
All right. Anybody else want to do anything during this short rest, or you guys?
So the
have
hour
to
goes
go
by.
Continue on.
Okay, I think
I'm
everyone's good. All right. So then.
Yeah.
All right. So after that hour, realization sets in. Maybe we should check the necromancer's body.
Do you want to do that?
So, anyone want to check the body, or you want me to do it?
I've just been sitting on it apparently.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
maybe I should. I was using his head as a chair.
Yeah, let me bring his body back up onto the screen. There we go.
I guess we check the skeletons too, right? Jamie's checking. All right. Okay, I'll work on the gnome. So,
All right, Jamie.
a short rest gives you all your spells, or just one spell, or what?
Depends on your class and your capabilities and stuff.
Ah.
All right. Everybody make a perception check real quick.
All right.
Yeah, you're very invested in
Ooh.
what
Ooh. So I'm just
In,
focused on the gnome right now. That's what's happening.
yeah, you're making sure the gnome is stabilized. Why so? There's a little bit of sand in your face,
Yeah.
so you can't quite check what's going on. Jamie, however, out of the corner of your eye, you notice Lucinda gathering up some of the scattered bones, dusting them off, and just kind of tucking them away into her robes.
Alright, and then I'm gonna.
Namely the fingers.
Huh. Oh dear. I don't want to know what kind of soup she's making.
Miso soup. It's very healthy and good.
So is the it's
Alright.
been an hour. Has anything changed with the gnome?
The gnome is still unconscious. He is stable, and if Scarf would like to, or Poppy rather, would like to
So okay, we're gonna lay
Go
my
ahead
hands
and-
upon him and cure his wounds. So there we
cure
go.
wounds, it kind of
Whoops.
restores consciousness and kind of
Let me trying to
see what's
roll it.
going on.
How do I roll? Did it? It's not rolling. Hang on a second. Oh, it's asking what level. All right. I guess level 1, right?
Yeah. And Ninjax, go ahead with the investigation check.
So it is a. Oh damn!
Ooh. All right.
Doing better now. Got over the
Nice.
sand.
All right. There's way too many natural 20s happening tonight as well as natural ones, and I'm upset that I didn't get any of the 20s.
Well, we're not getting any of the ones, so it all evens.
Yeah, it balances it out, sure.
So did I heal for 11?
Yes, that is 11 points
Nice.
of healing.
Wow.
All right, the gnome kind of slowly wakes up and he's like, where am I?
I don't know. How you doing, buddy?
There was a man in a mask.
He's very dead.
He said he was resurrecting the Dark One with a sacrifice.
Well, good news, and extra good news. That's not happening, and you were the sacrifice, but you're okay now.
Why was I the sacrifice?
I guess you were the only thing available. I don't know. I just got here.
You were the short one.
I guess you got the short end of the stick on this one.
Nice.
You can actually see, now that you've stood him up and looking him over now, you see on the back of his right hand, he has a small scarab-shaped tattoo that's in black ink.
Ah.
And the antenna on this scarab is moving.
Wait, on the tattoo. Ooh. Alright, so what kind of... Alright, so can we do a check on that? Like,
Yeah, go ahead and make a
religion
history
check?
check.
Oh, history check. Alright, history check.
All of us are just Scarf.
I guess, who sees it, I guess, is the question.
You and Lucinda both see it.
Okay. Nice.
I know nothing
While
about
we were
what
talking
this
about
means.
it, even
All right,
like-
Lucinda with the history.
Ouch. Freaking a 1. So... I know...
Nice.
Ouch! Ooh, so we don't know a dang thing.
hey, what did we have for breakfast again today? I don't remember anything.
Beers, what's for dinner? Uh,
You definitely get the sense that it means something bad.
I feel like because it's a nat 1, I get a sense it's something good. It's like, oh, this might be a good thing.
And Lucinda's just shaking her head like, no, it's not. No, we need to move as soon as possible. And Jamie, as for your findings, you pull the mask back on this character. You see, this is very rare for cults. This is a high elf. High
Ah,
elves, as far as you know, are not supposed to be doing necromancy.
the hell's that high elf doing? Yeah. Fox Ceiling is a half elf, by the way. Why so?
Oh wait, who is?
You're half elf.
Yes, I got that.
Among his possessions, you find 10
Oh,
silver
so-
pieces and a ceremonial dagger that is actually coated in some of the gnome's blood.
Okay, guys, would it be terrible if I just took the dagger and used that as a melee weapon? Because I currently don't have. You know, the scary ritualistic dagger is sitting on the ground.
Might be a good souvenir.
Might be helpful to
Alright,
to the guards.
All right, I'm going to try to pick it up and use it in the.
All right, make a save and throw. I'm kidding. Yeah, you pick it up and you do feel a bit of a strange, like, uncomfortable aura with it. But other than that, it seems to be a pretty normal, slightly curved dagger.
Okay, am I able to use detect magic while we're sitting around?
Yeah, you can do that.
All right, I'll attempt to use detect magic then.
All right, just give me a wisdom roll.
Sure.
13? Okay. You do sense a dark magic energy to do with this ceremonial dagger, as well as from where the skeletons spawned. There's like a faint little puddle of magic from where they came out, but other than that, nothing in this room seems to catch your eye.
Poppy, I was totally on board with the tattoo being a good, but if this is a bad magic in a ritualistic dagger, I'm starting to think the tattoo might not be a good thing.
Yeah, you might be
trust you or
right.
anything.
You might be right. So I only gained 1 spell or 2 spells from rest?
Depends on your class. I think you get 2.
Okay. Alright, so then,
Mark off Cure Wounds as one of them.
what?
If you want. And you just mark off Cure Wounds as one of them that you used.
Alright, so I'll do Detect Good and Evil for the other one then.
Or are you trying to detect anything like good and evil here?
Yeah. Like, it's a 10-minute thing, so like, here, the stairs, everything.
In the general radius of the room?
Yeah. I had to look at Lucinda, so we skipped that for the moment.
Yeah, Lucinda's got that same faint evil aura around her from before. Other than that, the only other evil you're detecting is from the mark on the gnome.
And it's pointing in a direction, right?
The antenna on the scarab are just kind of moving, like an ant trying to communicate with other ants. But you can't discern what kind of pattern it might be trying to use.
Okay. Alright, so... Okay, so we got the necromancer. The stairs here, and we have a gnome. Do we go back to town, or do we keep going forward?
Should we take the gnome with us forward? Or, get a medical care?
Oh, back to the town! Back to the
I
town!
would very much like to return to civilization as soon as possible.
Okay, alright, can you walk?
I believe so, yes, thanks to your restoration magic.
Alright,
Thank
okay.
you for that, by the way.
Alright, let's see here.
It wouldn't be a problem because I'm, super strong.
Good
but
point! So...
if I don't have to carry you, then it's totally fine by
Yes,
me.
good point. So, we need the reward, so you might want to carry the high elf.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I need to carry any. As the, true leader here, I really think that we should just assign, I'm a delegator, not a doer.
Make a deception check.
Yeah, sure.
But you're the strongest one here.
Ooh.
Not everybody seems to be on board with it.
All right.
So just in your inventory is just 1 necromancer corpse.
Oh, do I put that in?
I don't know.
Damn it, I
Well-
didn't give her mage hand.
Yeah, what?
Yeah.
I was looking at Lucinda's spells. I forgot to give her mage hand, and instead I decided, let's give her poison spray, see what happens.
Ah.
Turns out nothing.
Alright, so the gnome can walk.
Keep doing.
Yeah,
Alright,
if I actually am being tasked with picking up the elf, I'm probably going to need to do a check because my strength is -1. In reality.
This guy weighs a reasonable amount of weight for a high elf. You can carry him with ease. No check
cool.
required.
Probably them hollow bones. High elves have that, right? They're birds, right?
So, do you guys head back out the way you came, or do you want to explore the tunnel in front of you here?
Really quick before we get to it, I think I should at least tell the group what happened there, and explain myself a little bit why I suddenly don't look very.
Yeah.
Guys, I couldn't perform because it was really cold in here, and you know what happens when it gets cold.
Alright, right.
Right, it's just really cold. It's fine. I'll be better later. Trust me.
Keeping
can't
that
think of a
deception
joke.
roll from earlier, it's actually moderately warm in this room.
No, I don't think so. I'm freezing.
And there's like a breeze coming in.
What was it?
I blow on someone to try to make it colder.
Make a deception check at disadvantage, please.
And disadvantage, yeah, okay.
Oof.
Like, okay. Why are you blowing on me?
Because it's cold and I'm trying to warm up the air with my 98 degree.
Gnome like sticks his finger in the air like, seems fine to me.
Well, that's your opinion.
Maybe he's cold-blooded, I don't know.
Don't worry, it'll be fine. And then I just grab the body and just toss it on top of him.
On top of the gnome?
No, on top of the porno. No, on top of Voxilian.
On Voxilian, okay.
Yeah, it's like, you got this, you got this.
Alright, make an athletics check. Both of you.
Okay.
An athletics check, okay.
Let's see here. Cool.
Just for the hell of it.
Athletics, here we go. So what'd I get? Alright, it's not bad.
As Poppy tosses you the body, you kind of slip on some of the sand and blood and fall backward. And the face of this dead individual is like right in your face. You see like the colorless dead eyes just staring at you endlessly.
Okay, Boney, at least buy me dinner first. Now get me out of here.
Alright, so you get yourself back up, dust off, and you haul this guy over your shoulder. And which way would you guys like to proceed out? Do you want to head up the stairs that you came in, or do you want to explore the tunnel?
Should we go back the way we came? Or I guess it's group vote.
I think the way we came makes the most sense, right? We don't
Yeah.
want to run into anything new.
Yeah, good point, good point.
Alright, Jamie vote?
Oh, also, since I'm sensing good and evil, do I sense anything in any direction?
You get a faint sense of evil coming from the tunnel, but it seems pretty far away.
The one from where we were or where we could go?
From the inner sanctum, where you're currently at.
Oh, okay.
Hey guys, I know you're having trouble remembering things. Do you remember how to...
You get out there, why so what?
Oh, I know you were struggling to remember your history before. Do you remember how to get back? Because I'm totally clueless.
Yeah, right,
I mean,
this way.
It's not that much of a walk. Right, you guys make your way back through the tunnel. You kind of pass the statues. I'll be right back real quick.
Alright. Okay, take a look at things.
Oh, see, I missed the end up before. I thought we were going towards that direction with the statues. And I'm like, wow, that's a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah, we did all this already.
Alright.
So, okay, so in this room, it was a puzzle room, and we almost drowned ourselves.
Oh, well, that seems nice.
Like, we did the puzzle out of order at first, and the room started filling with water. And then, so because of that, Lucinda because of porn, right. So, Lucinda the halfling climbed on top of the statue, and there were these 3 books over here, and the books had to be put in different places. And one of the books is like, oh, that's porn, that's my book. And then I was holding on to a porn book, and then it finds out the porn book needs to be used on one of these puzzles. Like, ah, there goes my porn.
Aww.
The Weeping Woman was a statue that needed 2 garnets. We put the 2 garnets in there. A book had to go on the table. A book had to go on this other thing. So just things had to go into places. And if we did in the wrong order, we would have been bathed in acid or in water.
Just water. There was no acid,
Oh.
as far as you can tell. Make your way out of here. The gnome just kind of looks around at some of the puddles left behind that didn't quite get drained with the rest of the water. Like, what the hell? And
So we're back outside.
Yeah. Let me move you guys to this map.
Oh, beautiful.
Alright. Making our way. Alright.
Alright, you guys are back outside the shrine.
So we're heading back.
And you head back to the fork in the road. And do you guys want to cross the bridge, or do you want to see what's down that other path?
Cross the bridge.
Alright, cross the bridge. And you approach the guards. You have the gnome with you. He's looking okay. And you're hauling the body of
The necromancer.
your necromancer back, and they motion for you to halt, and they're like, "All right, what have we got here? Looks like they've returned."
So we have
Oh
one.
dear. What happened to him?
We
There
have
we
one.
go, looking over the gnome, who's still got some fresh blood wounds, but they've mostly been sealed from your spell.
Yeah.
Just had a bit of a fall. I see. Okay then. What seems to be his story, though? The witch doctor man.
That there's the necromancer. We got one. He was
Excellent.
working over the gnome. It did not go well for him. But he's alive, so there's that. He's got this weird thing on his hand. Check it out. So, yeah,
see.
show it.
The gnome shows the guards his hand, and they're like, that is quite strange.
Right?
I think the captain will want to word with him, as well as the rest of you, about your reward.
Right.
And they allow you through the gates.
Guys, I hate to be of trouble, but if I'm struggling to carry this necromancer this far, I'm sure literally anybody else would. We need to find a place to set him down soon. I can't
you're
carry
carrying
him
him
for
like-
not even I can.
Oh, you're not struggling too much to carry him, honestly. He weighs a pretty average amount. And you've
Okay.
only been walking for maybe like 10 minutes. It's a pretty short walk, actually.
Yeah, all that dead weight.
Nice.
Into the village. And using the tavern location because I didn't make a I didn't make a thing.
Yeah.
So we'll pretend this is City Hall. And I am going to attempt to grab the...
Oh, what the hell happened here?
There we go.
Did the stream die?
Wait, what happened?
I think the stream died. Did it?
I still see it on my end.
Oh no, it's still up. I
Yeah,
don't
okay.
we're good.
I don't know. Twitch is saying like it's dead, but no. I mean, I don't. Twitch is being dumb. All right. Twitch is being Twitch. All right. Okay.
Alright. So you approach the burly guard captain from before. You present the body of the necromancer you got, as well as the gnome. And how do you guys want to present?
I'm gonna, since I'm carrying the dude over my shoulder, I'm just gonna say, "Hey, look what I got," and I'm gonna whip him around like a baseball bat.
Make a performance check.
Oh yeah. Don't be a 1. This would be really bad for a 1. Oh,
Please be a
good.
one.
Woo.
What is it? What is it? Damn it! You give it a good swing and then you just chuck him to the ground. I see. So this is the bastard that's been Well, I'm not quite sure what these necromancers do, actually.
But
Great work, great work.
they romance the necros.
I'll make sure
They at
to
least summon skeletons, if nothing else.
I'll make sure to inform the mayor of your good deeds, and we will get to your reward shortly.
They're fun at parties.
What's the story with that one there? And he points to the gnome.
Okay, so the gnome has, this weird tat. It's moving on his hand.
Allow me to take a closer look at it. Let's see what we're working with here. Oh dear. Kind of like it's taken aback by the movement of the antennae. Maybe in the town wizards department. Could I trouble any of you to be an escort for him to the wizard tower on the other end of the town? It's not that far, about a 10-minute walk.
Yeah, okay, I'll do that.
Thank you very much. The
Alright.
town wizard will know pretty much what to do. Tell him Trent sent you. So all of you guys are making your way over to the wizard tower.
Okay, we're all going. Okay.
All right, we'll pretend this is also the wizard tower.
Well, that was a fast 10-minute walk.
What can I say? I really don't want to leave this screen. So you all make your way to the wizard tower. You knock at the door. And this young woman actually comes out. She's human. Her face is a little bit dirty, probably dusty, from what you can gather. She's wearing very nice lavender robes, and she has her hair tied back in a neat little bun, and she has McGonagall half-moon spectacles on her face.
Yes. What can I do for you?
So, can I just lift up the gnome and put his hand at her face? Say, this right here.
Oh, and Trent.
All right, Trent. Trent said this.
What seems to be the matter?
And you're now shoving this gnome's hand profusely into her face.
It's a very lovely palm, thank you. Oh, dear, what is this?
And she kind of looks it over and her eyes go wide.
Well, this certainly is not good. Please, come in.
And she takes you into the inner chamber of the wizard's tower. And it's a pretty spacious first floor. You see a spiral staircase in the back, a couple of bookcases on either side, a nice little tiger pattern carpet just kind of laid out across the main floor. And you can see the floorboards are made of balsa wood, actually, which is not exactly a common tree in this part of the woods. As well, there's a fireplace off to the side with a little bit of a comfortable-looking lounge couch in sort of a U shape. It looks like it could fit around a party of maybe 10 to 15 people to sit by the fire and have marshmallows or what have you. So, and she goes up the staircase to presumably get the man in charge. What would you like to do?
Go ahead, you can go first.
Hey, Jamie's saying something.
Poppy isn't here, right? She's still in the top.
Everyone's here. We're all here.
I'm assuming
Everyone's
you
here.
guys all came here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Lucinda is just kind of gazing around and kind of like a kid in the candy store, like, wow, look at all this cool stuff.
Mhm. I have scarab, sand, and a dark one involved, along with some tomorrow blood sacrifice. Higher ups deem this to be an irrelevant problem. I don't like it. Alright.
I feel like looking at the bookshelves. You said there were 2 bookshelves.
Yes, these bookshelves are strewn along the walls. They're propped up. They don't look like they're hiding anything. They just look like they've kind of been put there. Like there's not really much other choice but to put them there. There's probably no room in the main library upstairs, you would imagine.
All right, oh cool. I'm going to look through the bookshelves, at least skim through.
All right.
And I'm going to see if I can find any pornography to give us a present.
Go ahead and make a investigation check.
Alright. I get the hint and help Voxilian check all this.
Oh, you want to help him?
Yeah. Okay, let's
Alright,
see
so what-
here. Investigation.
Yeah, roll an investigation. 13. You don't really find any tomes of that sort. There's mostly just fictional stories down here. And you gloss over what appears to be a graphic novel section. And as you thumb through a little bit of it, it appears to be a story of a dryad who was separated from her tree by magical means for a day, and she got to go and attempt to visit her forbidden love. But tragically, her forbidden lover did not recognize her in her new leafy form. And you see at the end of this novel, she gloomily returns to her tree and is singing a tragic ballad about how she feels very upset and gloomy about the entire situation she was thrust into.
Okay, I make a sadness check.
Sadness check. All right, wisdom saving throw, please.
What would that even be?
Just a wisdom saving.
Wisdom. All right. Let's see here. Okay, wisdom saving throw.
Well, you suppose this is rather sad. You assume that this dryad can hug herself as well as the trees around her during their break.
Oh, that's sad. Oh, I'm good.
And Buxilian, browsing some of the stories along here, you find a couple of children's books about a unicorn. And his name is Timothy.
Well, I feel like if I took it and called it pornography, that would be kind of wrong of me. So I think I'll just leave it as is.
All right. And you see Lucinda kind of scamming some of the shelves below you, and there is one grim fairy tale collection. She kind of pulls out the shelf and comfortably sits on the couch and starts thumbing through.
Okay. So where's what was her name again? The wizard.
I didn't assign a name yet.
So where's the wizard at?
She went upstairs to presumably talk to the man in charge.
Okay, so we're waiting for her on that.
Yeah. About another 10 or so minutes go by. You see her finally come back down with another fellow. This guy is an indigo-skinned tiefling, actually. And he descends from the stairs. He's wearing this nice cerulean, almost bathrobe from the looks of things. He's kind of what's the name of that guy? The Playboy dude.
Oh, Hugh Hefner. Okay.
Yeah, he's got like a Hugh Hefner energy to him.
Oh, that's perfect for this.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome, welcome, friends and small ones. My darling here tells me that you've brought a subject of sorts for me to study. Something about a scarab hand, perhaps, by the sound of things. Oh, forgive me for forgetting my manners. My name is Trek. I study divination here in the Crystallis Wizard's Tower.
Well, nice to meet you, Shrek. Nice to meet you.
Wait, did you say Trek or Shrek?
Trek.
Okay.
Did Scarf call him Shrek?
Yes.
All right, Shrekky. So here's the deal. We got this gnome here, and he's got this kind of funny hand. And it seems like whenever we look at it, nobody knows what they're talking about anymore. Do you know anything about it?
Yes, yes. Allow me to see this individual. And the gnome kind of sheepishly steps forward, holding out his arm, and you can see it's trembling. Yes, yes. See. And he takes hold of this little gnome's hand, which you can see some of his nails are kind of sharp and long, like a dragon's claw, but more demon-like due to his race. And as he takes hold of this gnome's hand, you see his eyes go just foggy white.
Wait, Trek or the gnome?
Trek.
Okay.
Or the scarab?
Okay.
And his attendant motions for you guys to take a seat while you're here. She goes into the back room and she comes back with with a plate of tea for everybody. Do you guys accept?
Sure. I sit down, but I don't go to the chair. I just kind of sit on the floor where I currently.
All right, so you sit crisscross on the ground drinking your tea.
Yeah, crisscross applesauce.
All right. She offers tea to you, Poppy.
Thank you. And I just grab the tea. Yeah, I double hand that tea. Oh, Jamie does one? I double fist the tea. I'm double fisting the tea.
Not a tea go, that is fine. I do have other beverages of choice. Perhaps we have some refreshing milk. We have a very special type of grape juice. Very nutritious, surprisingly. If that would interest you at all, Miss Jamie? Very well. I understand. And what about you, young one? Lucinda, who is very invested, just kind of like shoots up like, huh? Oh, yeah, tea. Yeah, let me check with. And she like puts a hand to her head. She closes her eyes for a second, and you kind of like see her muttering stuff under her breath. Give me perception checks.
Okay.
Everyone?
Sure. You're all pretty much in
Nice.
earshot. Right, you can't make out anything she's saying.
Perception. What we got here?
Nice.
Jamie
Oh,
and
dang.
you guys catch her when she closes her eyes. She just kind of seems distant for a moment. And you hear her conversing with someone. You can't make out the name. But, and you can't pick up what the other person is saying, per se, but you do hear her saying, should tea be an acceptable and...
Well, yes, but... Well, I just want to know my limitations for my bodily intake, after all. I mean, you kind of made me go through... No, I didn't mean to offend you, of course. Okay. Okay.
And she kind of returns to reality and takes the cup with shaky hands. Do you have any response for that?
Well, I didn't hear it, so I can't really respond to anything. I'm just chilling.
Poppy or Jamie? Put on some background tunes here.
They just glance at James like, you heard that, right? Yeah, or you saw that, right? Mental note of where to listen to things.
Where do they send to things?
It's like, And I just drink my tea as I think about it. I double fist my tea as I think about it. It's like,
Luxillian, while you're trying to pick that out, you accidentally spill a little bit of tea into your lap.
Oh, fuck.
Is it
Don't
hot
worry,
tea?
I'll clean that up for you real fast.
And she casts prestidigitation, and suddenly the stain and the heat from pouring it into your lap is gone.
Oh, thank you.
Not a problem, dear.
And this girl has like a bit of a sincere Molly Weasley energy to her. None of you have asked her name for her, by the way.
Oh, that's fine. I don't do names. I just do faces.
Yeah,
Like-
none of us asked, yeah.
Like, I don't remember the other guy's name. I just call him Shrek.
Right.
Oh, there it is.
Is Jamie asking that to the attendant?
I think so, yeah.
He's asking me.
I just tend to Trek's needs as he studies his School of Magic. I'm actually a bit of an aspiring student myself. I don't specialize in divination, though. I am more of a, well, he doesn't normally permit me to do this, but allow me to show you.
And Poppy, are you done with your tea at this point?
Yep.
Or,
Yeah, I'm done.
Alright, she takes your empty teacup and she kind of concentrates on it for a few minutes, or a few seconds. And it slowly shapeshifts from this nice ceramic, sort of Eastern-style teacup into this nice golden chalice with like 3 or 4 gemstones wedged inside.
It's like, oh! He claps.
I'm what you would call a transmutation artist, and this will last for probably the next hour.
And she sets them on the table nearby.
Please don't tell the master I did that.
Oh, if I was a rogue, I'd be like, oh, the money-making schemes of that.
Indeed, it is. It's not much, but it seems to be helpful for when the master needs assistance with various types of things, and if we're ever short on funds, it's good for running a couple of scam deals if we need. I don't let him know about that, but, you know.
Scams, you say? Scams.
Okay, so no one's addressing the elephant in the room, so fine. Dear, what is your name? I think you might have told me already, but it was getting kind of awkward, and I didn't want to ask again because I should have known already.
Oh.
You know how it
And
is.
she, like, Japanese style, just bows, nearly slamming her head into the floor.
Forgive me, I forgot completely to list off my name. Bella is my name.
Oh, I like that name. It's way better than Trekkie Girl, and that's what I was going to call you. I'll call you Bella from now on.
Thank you.
Well, nice to meet you, Hella. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you,
It's
Umbrella.
Bella.
Umbrella, right?
She kind of like looks at you funny a little bit, like, and then she kind of shakes her head. Maybe he's not all there sometimes.
Umbrella? Eh?
A favorite scheme? Well, not typically. Sometimes I just try and pass off your average silver goblet as an ancient tome of some sort to some of the more less academically inclined students of the nearby academy.
Basically, she scams the idiot underclassmen into buying fake silver goblets that are actually like clay plates or some shite.
Ah,
You know, that's impressive. You'd think you could only get away with that once, but they just keep on dying.
Well, it amazes even myself sometimes. I would, but I do have a bigger interest in helping the master and, of course, furthering my own training. To maybe find better uses for the transmutation school besides, well, my usual practice.
wait. Can you turn a donkey into a horse?
With enough concentration and time, yes, potentially.
And you can turn a horse into a donkey?
Yes, I believe. With the same
Donkey!
circumstances.
Can you turn a lute into a... Oh, I don't know. An electric...
She kind of tilts her head like a lost puppy.
I'm
Oh,
afraid
yeah.
I'm not familiar with that device.
Yeah, okay. that makes sense.
A few more minutes pass, and eventually you see the white fog fade from Trek's eyes as he glances back up at the lot of you.
Oh yeah, he was doing that.
Yes. Well, now that we know that, young gnome friend, I hate to tell you this, but you should probably wait in our dungeons for now. I'll get a special order written out for you as soon as I can to the nearby guards, and they'll make sure you are as protected as possible. And hopefully the dungeon won't be too much to your discomfort.
Wait, why are you
Turns to the rest
keeping
of
it in
you.
the dungeon?
Are any of you familiar with the ancient necromancy group called the Scarab Clan?
I raise my hand. I do!
Then you know perhaps what they were trying to resurrect in that chamber you described.
Yeah. Yes. Is there a memory check? Because I don't remember what the hell it was.
Yeah, you can make a history check.
What the heck, Poppy? You knew this the whole time and we're holding out on us?
I rolled a freaking 1. Oh,
He
yes,
rolled a
yeah.
1 on the previous check.
Is your check-
It escaped his memory.
No.
You have advantage. Do it again.
Oh my god! Woo! Alright, try again.
This is just classic YouTube and Twitch streams giving the natural ones to the main star.
Ugh. It's like,
All
it's
right,
on the
then
tip
I'll-
of my tongue.
I'll
It's on
give
the-
it to you with a 9. You know that this dark one they were trying to resurrect was what some in the southern region referred to as the Lord of the Dead.
So they were trying to resurrect this Lord of the Dead. Lord of the Dead.
Which is
what they were.
basically a Lich King.
Which, if my memory serves, is a rich king.
A rich king?
Oh, Lich King. Lich King. Yes.
Oh, well, that's too bad. That's much scarier than a rich king.
Oh, I know.
And that emotion symbol across that poor gnome's hand. It's a message. It's a message to several other potential Scarab clan members around the globe.
To...
Well, they do require a certain number of sacrifices to be performed in order to resurrect this Lich King, which in doing so could cause an undead army beyond the imaginations of any of you to roam across the lands and cause a wake of destruction.
And they need little Gary here on purpose?
They needed the gnomish blood as one of their sacrifices. The legend says that their blood, as well as the blood of several types of fey creatures, can be used for its resurrection.
So we have to protect all the
There are no
gnomes.
such creatures in the southern region.
Oh.
So they no doubt needed to branch out to other parts of the world in order to obtain these sacrifices.
So any gnome.
Any gnome would do, yes. This poor soul was one of the unlucky ones, and probably not the last.
I wonder if we can find a way to, isolate all the gnomes and keep them safe. As a way to, I don't know, quarantine.
Yeah, and so and also in case they can hear them talking, keep them socially distant from each other.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, this is not exactly a pandemic, so to speak, but this would definitely be a call to action for all Fae and gnome kind across the entire world, for sure. I will send word as quickly as I can to some of the archwizards in due time, and hopefully after receiving your reward for ridding the town of these scum and vermin, perhaps you will find a personal journey of sorts laying ahead of you to not only prevent his resurrection, but also potentially, dare I say it, save the world.
Question. Can you hear me?
Yes, your question. And then I will answer Miss Swallow.
Can we use the gnome as a detector of the members of the Scorpions?
He is not so much a detector as he is a,
Bait.
Yes, that is one way to describe it.
Can we use him as bait without him knowing it? Despite the fact he's hearing me talking right now.
See, we should have socially distanced. That way he wouldn't have hurt.
I'm afraid such a method would be... And his eyes go white for a couple of seconds. He reaches his hand out. See him tracing something in the air. And then he twists his wrist almost to an uncomfortable looking state. And it wraps back around and his eyes return to normal. No, such a method is far too dangerous. The outcomes that I saw were far too risky.
I whip out my lute and go bum, bum, bum.
Your dramatic chords are appreciated, but unnecessary.
Oh, well, maybe to you they are.
As far as how powerful this cult is at the moment, it is difficult to say. I can say with certainty that even I, as one of the 3 greatest diviners out there, did not foresee this uprising. You'd best be careful in your travels.
I'm gonna ask, I have another question, if that's possible.
Of course.
Yeah, okay, I have a totally original question. And how big or powerful would you say this cult currently is?
I just answered that.
Aw. Well, that's okay. I'll just go on without it.
For else to be among them. All right, yeah. They haven't seen the necromancer, huh?
It would absolutely be unusual. Why do you ask?
Well, guess what, friend? Yeah, aren't elves fey?
Elves are fey, yes. That is most unusual indeed. And as far as I know, their ancestry prevents them from being brainwashed, so... Are you sure this was a high elf? And not a dark elf in disguise?
A high corpse, if you will.
Is there a chance he was a dark elf who was also high?
No. No, dark elves don't succumb to such things, nor do high elves. This is troublesome news indeed. I will have to speak with my contacts on the Feywild plane. They might know something about that.
That's a thing?
Yes.
I guess it is.
Interplanar communication is difficult and expensive maneuver to perform, but it is possible.
It's like yelling at someone on the other side of a mountain.
I suppose you could say that, but to a lesser extent.
Let the echoes go, yes. Okay.
I understand all of you will be receiving a reward of sorts soon, but I don't exactly want you to leave my tower empty-handed. Perhaps each of you would like a future reading of sorts.
Oh, sure.
Alright, do you volunteer yourself as the first one?
I volunteer the little one. I volunteer the gnome. What?
I'm afraid the little one's fate's already been determined for now.
Oh, that's
They're like
obvious.
Be protected by the guards and some of the most elites in the Crystalist dungeons for the time being, until we can transfer him to a safer location.
That's okay, Poppy. You got this. Go first.
Okay. By the way, if I was playing Chaotic Evil or something like that, I would so suggest killing all the gnomes.
I'm chaotic good, so I'm trying to do chaotic stuff.
Jamie, ask a question.
Before your arrival, I was studying something of a different matter, unrelated to this case. In fact, I do faintly recall a prophecy of some sort, detailing the resurgence of a forgotten cult. Don't remember where I heard it, though. Bella, does any of this ring a bell? And he turns to his assistant. She's like flipping through some of her historical tomes that she keeps as like a journal. I don't think so, no. That is a shame. But, would any of you care for... Of course. Before you leave, I do have some important business to get back to, as well as several forms of paperwork to write out.
Alright, okay. Do me. Gently,
Very well.
gently now, gently.
Is that the best pickup line you got, Poppy?
It's all I need. And then I flex.
All right. So you reach out your hand. All right. Can I have everyone except for Scarf go ahead and deafen themselves in the Discord, and I'll let you know in game chat when you can undo it.
Ah.
All right. So he reaches out. You feel this cold rush of wind swirling around the two of you. His eyes go cloudy again. And suddenly, you're floating in what appears to be empty space towards stars. And among these stars you hear various voices, some of which are your own. You can't make out exactly what they're saying, but you continue forward and you see the constellation for your dwarven deity. And it seems to be smiling upon you. There's a bright flash of light, and you're suddenly in this dark, almost desert-like tomb. You're holding your holy symbol out in front of a coffin of some sort, with a couple of other clerics from your domain. And you're chanting. Coffin lid slides open, and a body levitates that seems to be bandaged and wrapped very carefully. There's a small snapping sound as the body is set on fire in this bright white flame. And it's slowly placed back into the coffin, and the lid is shoved back over it. Back into space. You're floating a little bit. Not sure quite what is going on. Another flash of light. You're at the edge of the forest, and you're waving farewell to Lucinda, who's got like a satchel and a couple of other provisions with her. She seems to be waving goodbye to you, and seems to be walking off on her own path. And you see in her eyes, she's almost sad to be departing. You fade back into space, and the stars around you begin to slowly spin around and start speeding up, till eventually Trek's eyes return to normal, and you're back in the main chamber of the tower.
Nice. All right. See, do I set it? Okay, there we go.
I'm back.
Alright. Like, well, that was a thing.
You guys see Poppy and Trek's eyes this time just kind of gloss over in this white fog. And for a solid 10 minutes, they're just kind of staring off into space. Until finally they revert back. And Trek retracts his grip. Would anyone else care for a reading?
Hey Poppy, you okay?
I think so. And then I glance at Lucinda a little bit, like,
She's seems pretty invested in her book.
I think so.
No, I think I'm fine without a reading.
If you insist. And what of you, Miss Jamie? I see. Very well.
Yeah, it's best they don't know. It's best they don't know. Then I make a sad face at both of them.
Really, I just
Just
don't
messing with
trust getting read by a man named Shrek.
It's Trek.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway, lots of paperwork to file. And he does pull out a letter and cast prestidigitation on it. It seems to immediately transcribe a bunch of official-looking documents. And he passes the letter to Voxilian. Could you deliver that to Trent on my behalf?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. And he turns around and he just seems to glide back up the staircase into the upper library, returning to his research. And Bella kind of gives a gentle bow to you guys and follows him up as well. And she leans over her shoulder towards Lucinda. You're welcome to keep that tome. We have plenty of copies. And she goes up the stairs, leaving the rest of you to your own devices at the moment.
I mutter under my breath, what a weirdo. Anyway, so we could probably get the reward from Trent now, if we're ready to go back.
Hey, we should go see Brent. Yes.
You would get along so well with Laura Bailey.
What? What,
Every time
she gets names wrong.
Every
on purpose?
every time Matt Mercer introduces a character with a really strange name, she just alters it to something really stupid.
That's
And
funny.
it's great.
Wait, we're not altering names. These are their names. Umbrella
No, she mispronounces them on purpose.
and Trenton.
That's what I'm doing.
No, we're just saying their names.
Yeah.
Anyway, ready to go see Trenton and get our...
Hey. I will stop there. 750. If I was playing a roguey character, I'd totally take that thing that Umbrella made and sell that real quick. It's like, she wouldn't mind me selling this teacup. Alright, okay, so that was fun.
Yeah. I agree.
Where the hell did I go? Where'd I go? Oh, you're moving us back to the thing.
Yeah, I'm just moving all the tokens back to a pretty decent location.
We wrecked them skeletons.
Yeah.
Ground them into
Actually.
dust.
I mean,
Well,
I'm pretty sure
sad,
that's
I
just how
didn't-
all our fights are gonna go. Like, we're just never gonna take hits.
I didn't get to show you guys my my other battle plan had you guys chosen the other path.
Oh, we just
Well, I
kept
think at
like
some
going.
point we'll have to go to it.
I had one more fight planned over here with a couple more skeleton warriors and a zombie.
Well, we, aired on caution. I guess we could have
Yeah.
handled it. We had full HP. It's just the gnomes. Like, we should probably take this guy who's bleeding out back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Just to let him rot in a dungeon, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other way to do it
Pretty
is we go into the battle like, all right, just drop the necromancer's body for now. Oh, drop him on the gnome. Gnome will handle the necromancer body while we deal with the next fight.
Am I good to add the dagger to my inventory? Like,
Yeah, you can do that.
Oh yeah. So we can continue this next. We're still going, right? Like, or is that?
I mean, that's the end of the one-shot adventure, but if you guys
Okay.
want to keep going on like a completely made-up campaign from this point, we could do that.
Okay, we'll see what we do.
Oh, so Scarf got like the cliffhanger of the century.
Yeah. I can always okay. So that's the one shot. I could always look into the adventure books and try to DM next week, maybe.
Yeah, I've actually got my own preset right here with Tales of the Yawning Portal. I could look through that and see if I can replicate the maps into Roll20.
Because all I know is, they say if you DM, you need to be super prepared and everything. Obviously, you don't.
Yeah, and I can work on that for sure. I can do that.
I think like right now we just want to. It's like we all practice D&D, so we get better at it, and then eventually I want to DM.
Yeah.
So we can.
I'd
we
say
can do another
for
one
next
shot.
session I think for next session we try out one of these pre-made adventures, so I don't have to put as much thought into it.
Now, here's what we can do. We can next time. Maybe we can spend the first hour making our characters, so we learn how to do that together.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So that's
Yeah, I can help you guys out with that for sure.
Yeah. So let's do that
Okay.
next time. Next time you can get the handbook. It's still in the Discord, so you can look at the races and everything, get an idea what you want to do,
Yeah.
and then we can figure out
And,
making characters together.
While we're on that subject, I'm gonna go ahead and link another handbook that's very handy. It's called Xanathar's Guide to Everything.
Okay.
Got some extra class features and stuff in there, as well as
So-
a couple of spells.
I should just make a Discord room where we just put all the useful information together. Let's just make it now. Oops! 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 I just call it library. No, hold on, let me spell it correctly. Library. There we go. The library. So we'll put everything in there, like the handbook and such, in the library. Can't be a worse one. Freaking Enderman. Yeah, so we'll just put things in the library, and like the handbook and things like that.
That Enderman's actually terrifying. It's underwater. They can't do that.
Oh,
They've
jeez.
adapted.
Yeah, they creep me out when I first ran into them, and also the noises Endermen make. Oh God.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Even if you kill them fast, their noise just
Like,
goes on forever.
Yeah. That
Like-
they do.
I think like the way it works is you prepare the world to the point that you can be on the fly because you already understand the world. Like I think that's how a DM is supposed to do it. Unless
Murder
you're-
what?
Unless you're
Yeah,
really good.
the murder hornets.
Oh God, yeah, the murder hornets.
Oh yeah, something about that. I think it was in. Where
Washington.
was it? Was it? It was here. Oh no.
Yeah, the murder hornets. It's ridiculous. They decapitate bees. They decapitate bees. It's
I
like
mean,
a
honestly, that's just impressive.
it's a horror movie for the bees right now. That's all I know.
Poor bumblebees. They
We
didn't do nothing.
We have to
wrong.
stop them though because if we don't stop the wasps, the bees are going to be in trouble. And then if the bees are in trouble, our plants are in trouble.
Yeah. As is our honey supply.
Oof.
See, the bees have it worse than we do. They don't have, like, news stations to say, hey, by the way, be on the lookout for these murder hornets that
Yeah.
are coming to decapitate us.
I mean, according to B Movie, they do.
They're straight
Oh,
up
yeah, good
getting
point.
right, but they're just straight up getting Texas Chainsaw Massacred right now. It's crazy.
Right, they have no idea it's coming.
They never saw it coming.
Nice.
Apparently, that entire movie's bloodless.
Huh.
Or something like there's something where you don't actually see any of the damage, but it's all implied.
What, the bee movie?
No,
Oh,
Texas Chainsaw
The B
Massacre.
Movie M-rated edition.
oh, I see. I forgot about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre part. I went straight from Bee movie to Joker.
Let's see. Okay, so yeah, just make characters next time. That'll be fun, I think. So
Yeah,
we
I
understand
can-
it.
Walk everybody through how to make one and, you know,
Like-
kind of the stuff you want to do with min-maxing, all that jazz.
Like, where's that hand? Like, also, the handbook just has all the races and everything, so it's pretty useful to look through. So you understand who you'd really want to be.
And if you don't want anything from the handbook, there's Volo's Guide to Monsters. It's got a few extra races you can choose from.
Yeah,
I think in the long run, learning how to make a character, learning to make a character will probably give us a lot more information on just the game in general.
Yeah,
and it's kind of learning from like a reverse engineered type of way.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you can totally make a player character goblin.
You just gotta figure out how to correctly do all the stats.
Yeah, there's stuff in it from both the Monster Manual and Volo's Guide.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I could look into that over there.
And I highly recommend Critical Role's The Mighty Nine campaign for kind of a base idea of how to play like a goblin rogue. Sam Riegel does a really good job with it.
Oh, I could be a turtle?
At some point...
yeah, turtle.
At some point I should watch Critical Role, but I haven't done it yet because I don't want to steal ideas.
Oh, that's fine. I understand completely.
But at some point I should just watch it because this is people who are really good at D&D playing. Also, they're really good at voices because you said Laura Bailey. I know Mercer's there, and yeah. Okay, so turtle. Can you play Gamera?
Can I be that turtle from Finding Nemo?
Crush.
Yeah, Crush.
Righteous! Righteous! Dude, it's the EAC.
He'd have no intelligence, but full wisdom.
Yeah, he's just super wise, no intelligence. Or just base intelligence. Started catching up with campaign 2. I'm good. At some point I need to watch it. I know it's Critical Role's really good. That's all I know.
They have a good theme song, I'll give them that. I've never actually watched them though.
Oh, I can link that.
But at some point I should watch it. Especially because I'm told Matt Mercer's an amazing DM, so he'd be really good to learn DMing from.
I believe it.
In fact, the technique I used where I had all of you deafen was one of the ones I picked up from him.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, whenever I do it, it would be the books first, for sure, just to make sure I understand how to DM, and then I would make my own stuff up.
Maybe one or two things from Xanathars you're thinking?
Or, like, there are books. There's a bunch of books, aren't there, you can use?
Oh, you're talking about pre-made adventures, okay.
Yeah. So, like, do some of those, or one, however many, and then make up my
highly recommend The Curse of Strahd. That's one of the really good pre-made adventures.
Okay. I've heard that one before. So yeah, just do that, and then, bam, just make it my own damn world. And then watch it fall apart as I don't realize what I'm doing. But that'd be, I think that'd be fun to do. And we can get more people, I don't know how big a party should be and how small it should be. I think 4 is the minimum, right?
Yeah, 4 players is the default minimum.
How many players? How many players is too many?
Probably 8.
Okay.
Well, that's a lot of people.
Yeah. So like between 4 and 8, then I guess is how.
Yeah, between 4 and 6 players is really a pretty good
sweet spot. All right. So be aiming for that. Because was it? I can do every Saturday for the next 5 months.
Yeah, and
then,
like I said,
the only time I'd cancel would be if I got overtime. And I think that the rule I'd have to put in is if I miss, because I'm the DM, if I miss it, I have to just buy everyone something.
Yeah.
Because if I'm doing overtime, I'm making money, so I can buy people things.
Yeah. I'll spend like the next week looking over the Tales of the Yawning Portal book I got here, and I'll see if there's anything in there we can use for like maybe level 3 party characters. Because that doesn't take too terribly long to make.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll learn how to make characters next week.
All right.
So that's it.
I should be good for Saturdays, unless something changes. A lot of life's kind of just on hold right now.
Yeah.
I understand what happened last week was kind of tragic. And...
Oh, it's okay.
But
I'm just saying, with like occupationally and stuff like that.
Occupation, I can do Saturdays.
Right.
Until unless overtime happens, or there's that one point in work where it will not be. I won't be able to do it for like 4 weeks.
Well, we could figure out a different day or something.
Yeah, but that's in 5 months.
Yeah.
So
yeah, assuming we're still even doing this, and who knows?
yeah.
Yeah.
Like in theory,
I'll
I'm
lock it in 5 months.
yeah, like I'm enjoying this, so maybe we'll keep doing it. But there's always a chance we just lose the taste for it.
Yeah, that's fair.
But it's
Probably by 5 months, we'll already like have taken a break at some point. I would think.
Probably.
like we'll know if we wanna do this for a long time or not.
Right.
But for now, I'm enjoying it, so I'd like to do more.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
for now, just assume Saturday nights and Mondays, and there's always a chance we find that there's a better night to do it.
And hopefully we can get Zerg on board as well.
Like if we can always go for a different night if we want. Like right now, this is the night.
Yeah.
And then we can always change it if we find a better night for all our schedules in the future.
Yeah.
But I figured, Saturday night, everyone's quarantined. Unless
Yeah.
you're working, you might be able to just do this. So,
Yep.
alright. So, see everyone later.
All right. See you around.
Thanks for coming by. There we go. Oh, it cuts off the bottom of the chat. Oops. Oh well.